What's going on, people? So, in front of me is the gold market, and we pulled quite a bit back, similar to what we did here. So, usually after this, we see a bit of movement higher. So, it looks like this is what will happen now. Maybe to this resistance zone at around 1830. And at the same time, if we here form basically a trend line, we can see that we are here pretty close to it, which means in the end we could or should see a movement here to the upside. Now we could still drop a little bit further to the 1770 areas and then rally from there, but if we here draw a trend line of this bigger flag that we see here, it practically is a retest after a breakout of all lines. Here the resistance line, here the trend line, from this small bullish trend line where we keep forming higher lows, and here this bigger trend line. So basically we could here see a move to the upside. If we check the weekly real quickly and form here a kind of trend line. I mean, here we still would have some space to the downside, but on the daily we could see a turnaround here, and if we quickly go back and add some indicators. So we are here somewhere around the, well, a little bit below the 200 EMA, and if we take a look back to 2008, 2009, we saw here a similar pattern where we spiked a bit and then kind of broke above. If we adjust this trend line just a bit, so here we had this here we tried to break out a couple of times, but we couldn't make it, and here we saw a breakout and then a retest to the, well, around 200 EMA area, slightly above, and again we had here a smaller trend line forming, and we touched it once, twice, three times, and the fourth time we started rallying to about the previous high at around 990.87. Then we pulled back to the 200 day EMA, and then we rallied all the way up for the next couple of years. And so the pattern that we are seeing now is pretty similar. And if we, let's quickly add the MACD. So here we saw a bullish crossover and we started rallying all the way up. So if we go to here, we could fall a bit lower to maybe here around, and then if we maybe see a cross to the upside, which is where we could actually break out and go all the way to here or even higher. So that being the case, and if we here draw a smaller trend line once again, so as we saw back in 2008-9, we touched this trend line here 4 times, and here again we are here touching it the 4th time. So that being the case, I would here be a buyer, maybe this stop loss here below this area here somewhere, and target, well, if you go for a simple 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, your target would be somewhere around here. If you want to target the 1830 areas, your stop loss should be maybe a little bit smaller, something like this. Or you could simply target and trade for a long term and see this kind of investing opportunity for the next couple of months and years. But anyways, this was the analysis for gold, so thanks for watching.